Hey, what's good, family? Peace and blessings, peace and abundance to everyone watching, to everyone rooting for this family. You're seeing, you're honored, and you love genuinely. Thank you for showing up to the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for doing all you do, family. You're seeing, appreciate that, family. Okay, we'll be jumping straight into this one, talking about chosen ones, family. Chosen ones. We need to understand the fact that we're constantly going through spiritual battles on a daily basis, on a regular basis. And the chosen one, you must learn how to speak back to the enemy. You must learn how to talk to the enemy, family. This is real. We need to understand this truth, family. Okay, the enemy understood the fact that words are very powerful. Okay, we need to understand this constant battle going on so we can be on the offensive and not on the defensive, family. This is real. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness and high places. And the chosen one walking in harmony, the chosen one walking in authenticity, the chosen one walking the God walk, family, the narrow path. This is real. You need to understand the fact that people you meet on a daily basis can be people possessed by entities, possessed by demons, possessed by Satan to carry out his agenda, to carry out his mission. This is real, family. You need to understand this truth. The Bible says man is a spirit, the flesh profit nothing. It said the spirit quickeneth and the flesh profit nothing, family. So we need to look beyond the flesh. We need to see into the spirit. The Bible says test all flesh, all people, test all flesh, all spirit, family. This is what we call they are demon possessed people. They are vessels whom the enemy is using to carry out his agenda on this earth, family. This is real. We need to understand this truth, family. The Bible also speaking, it said the thief cometh not to steal, to kill, and to destroy. It said, but he came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. So there are two forces contending for the vessels of man. Is it that you're being functioned by, is it that you're functioning with the Spirit of God, or you're functioning with the spirit of the devil? There's no two ways about it. There's no neutral ground, family. This is real. So we need to be very discerning in our family. This is real. They are children of the devil and they are children of God on this earth presently. And on a daily basis, we are consistently associating with people, family. So we need to look beyond their flesh and into the spirit, see understand the kind of words we're trying to speak into our life, project into our life, family. This is real. We need to understand this truth. The enemy will use vessels to speak ill, negative words into your life. And if you're not discerning enough, if you don't have that spirit of discernment to actually know the kind of words to confront it with positivity, those words can become manifest into your life, family. This is real. You need to understand this truth. There's a spiritual law that says when two agree on a thing, it becomes a reality. This is real. When two or three agree on a particular thing, it becomes a reality. So when the enemy uses vessels to speak into your life, it can be officials, it can be your co-workers, it can be your family, it can be your brother, it can be your sister, it can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be anybody, it can be your pastor, it can be anybody, family. The enemy can possess anybody if they give themselves openly, family. This is real. So each time the enemy does this, we need to speak back to the enemy, family. This is what the message is all about. We need to speak back to the enemy. Each time the enemy use negative words, we need to counter those words with positive words instantly, family. This is real. Because if we don't speak back, we are giving our consent. We are agreeing that those words are real and they should manifest into this physical plane. Two or three agree. You're saying nothing. That means you're giving consent to it. That means we need to consistently battle with the enemy with our words. Each time someone speak negative words, instantly we need to counter those words. We don't want those words to manifest into our physical plane of existence, family. We need to understand the fact on a daily basis we go through spiritual warfare with our words, with our thoughts, family. This is real. We need to understand this. You don't let those negative words end in the enemy's mouth, family. You need to counter those words. You need to consistently speak positive each time someone tries to project negative into our dreams, into our lives, family. This is real. To understand this truth, family. Okay, words are seeds, they take root, they germinate, okay, they manifest. This is real. They manifest and becomes reality depending on if it's positive or negative, if we choose to allow those words. This is real. Even Jesus Christ exemplified what I'm actually saying when the enemy came to tempt him, family. Jesus Christ said, man shall not live by bread alone. This is real, family. It's the man shall only serve the Lord and their God, and only him shall do serve, family. This is real. And Jesus Christ also said, get behind me, Satan, family, when the enemy tries to tempt him, family. This is real. You have to use your words to counter those negativity, family. This is real. Because the enemy will definitely use people around you, use people Even strangers to just speak negative words into you and let those words germinate. But if you're sensitive enough, you won't let those words. Just like David also, family. This is real. David has to counter Goliath by words exchange, family. This is real. Goliath was using negative words to attack David, and had when David closed his mouth, shut his mouth, those words would become a reality. But he understood this fact, family. Words become seed. Words are very powerful. They are potent. They operate in all realms, family. This is real. So David has to speak positive, and he won the victory. Why? Because he chooses the word to grow. He chooses the words that he wants to manifest, not the one the enemy wants to manifest, family. This is real. We need to understand this truth, family. We are constantly in a word battle. This is real, family, and most time we ain't even conscious about it. This is not something that needs to take place in a grand style like David and Goliath. On a consistent basis, you interact with people. This is real, and those people can be vessels possessed by the enemy. Okay, this is real, to carry out his agenda, to speak, to attack the chosen ones, family. This is real. We need to understand this truth. People have, just like people have negative dreams. If you have negative dreams, you give voice into it, it becomes manifested in the physical world, family. This is real. You need to understand this. The enemy wants you to silence when he uses vessels to speak to you, or he wants you to use your mouth against yourself, use your own power against yourself, and you need to understand this truth, family. This is real. We must be intentional about the war going on, family. So many vessels are controlled and hypnotized by the enemy to attack the chosen one. This is real. Okay, we need to be mindful who we allow speak into our life. This is real. We need to be very mindful who we even take counsel from. This is real. We need to be very mindful, even because even those who esteem high or who think are in high authority can be possessed by the enemy to carry his agenda. Either political, social, religious leader can be possessed by the enemy to speak and carry out the agenda of the enemy. This is real. We need to understand this truth. Don't let the enemy have the final say. This is real. Don't let the enemy use his negative words to have the final say. Don't let the words end in their mouth, family. You need to counter those negative words with positive feedback. What you want to say instantly, family. This is real. Words are powerful. Your words are powerful beyond measures. This is real. Your words pierces through the veil, pierces through different realms. And we need to understand this truth, family. We need to battle with our words on a daily basis, family. This is real. Let those words, don't allow those negative words to end in the mouth of your enemy. You don't know the spirit behind them. So each time somebody speak negative words to you, counter those words instantly. This is real, family. We need to understand this truth. I had an encounter with an official yesterday, a police official, and he was constantly speaking negative to me, and I was constantly, as in I was countering those words with positivity, family. I know who I am, so I have to speak those positive. You don't even know me, and you're projecting negative onto me. And my bro next to me was asking me to calm down. I could not calm down, family, because I understood those spiritual laws, family. I could not give consent to it. I have to counter those words with positivity. And the whole issue was turned to my favor, family. This is real. This is real, family. You need to understand this truth. Your words are very powerful. As you keep elevating on the spirit, your words holds rank. Whatever you say becomes a reality, family. It's quickening, family. This is real. This is what the message is all about, family. Your words become seed. They take root. They germinate. They manifest. So speak those words. Don't let the words end in the mouth of your enemy. Satan, the enemy, will possess vessels just to speak into the life of the chosen one, just to divert you from your cause, family. You need to be sensitive. You need to be very discerning. Peace and blessings, family. Have a wonderful day, man.